I finally got a chance to shoot this video. That is, nobody's here except me. Yay! And I can talk in a normal tone of voice, so I'm not bothering anybody. Okay, so now it's 11:53, Monday 22 January 2018, Dallas 48 degrees, yahoo. Okay, so now this is about the JVC RC-656C, okay, that I have that I wanted to see if I could service. So here we go. This is the front of it. That's the end of it. This is my example. Mine has that little chip missing. Other than that, it's a complete unit. Alright? And that's the, of course, that's the inputs, you know, the microphones, line in, line out, and then your oscillator button, and then your full-size external speakers, full-size headphones, and 9-volt in. Okay, that's there. Here's the back of it. Let me make sure it's that model, 19 watts consumption, not output, people. Okay, it's only about 6 watts a channel, I think. Anyway, there's a battery compartment. It's clean. Okay, and here's this end. Now this does not have world voltage to the best of my knowledge, but there's the AC input. It has a port that might have had one at one time. There's the fine tuning for the shortwave, and there's the regular tuning knob. Yahoo! And this also, I can't remember. No, this doesn't take straps. Okay. Alright, I was looking at that. And there's the bottom. Woohoo! And here's the top. Alright, so let's go through that real quick. You got your volume, bass, treble, recording volume. You got your Dolby on and off. For your tape, you have your normal and chromium dioxide. Then you have your biphonic stereo mono. Tape radio off, and then radio or line in on. Okay, and then your standard buttons there, and then you have your FM shortwave 1 and 2, and then medium wave, which is AM or FM modulation, for those people that don't know what that means. Okay, moving along. Here's the back. As I took my example apart, it only had 4 screws. So there's evidently a screw missing here, there, at this corner, and at that corner. So it takes more screws than that, but that's what I have. That's what I know. Alright, it's got both antennas. Okay, so there they are, and they both, anyway. Okay. And then I flipped it open for the back. That's what it looks like when you take it apart. Here, this is the plug for the antenna. Okay, I unplugged it, just make sure I get the orientation right. There's a full inside picture of the back. Okay. And then that's the power plug right there. And I unplugged it to make sure of the orientation. Of course, never hurts to have more pictures. Okay. Then here's just a picture of the power supply. There is no fuse, but it does have a really tiny full wave bridge right there, that little black thing. Okay. And coupling capacitors and such. Alright, so then we have, that's the picture of the up from the bottom angle, just showing the inside. Okay. Here's a straight on view before I removed any screws to make sure where the screws would go. Okay. So, and this is the tune side, just in case I needed to remove it, which I didn't in this case. Alright. So then, motoring along, here's a flash picture. I took another one without the flash to make sure, again, where everything is, and so on and so forth. Okay. This here, I don't know what that does, but it plugs in right there. It comes from the main board. Okay, I unplugged that. This again, this is the speaker wire, right, left and right and whatever. Okay. Here I pulled it off and just made note of the wire codes, colors, such, how they go. Okay. And again, now this is the picture with the screws removed. So this one here takes a machine thread. That's a plastic thread. Up here is a very long machine thread. And over here is a plastic thread. And down here was another plastic thread. Okay. So, and now as I took it, once you take it apart, there was one screw I missed up over here. So that's the one you got to take out right there, and it also is a machine thread, if I remember. Yeah, it's a machine thread. It's a short one though. Okay. So then you simply just flip over the main board, and you get a chance to see what this looks like here. So here it is. There's main board just flipped over. I did have to unplug this wire that goes to that little thing there that goes to the speakers, which goes back to the main board and does something. I don't know what. I haven't figured that out. So here's the main picture. Main board simply flipped over. Here is this bar right here is your recording bar, and then of course this is your power bar switch, and then these are other switches, and then your other potentiometers are really easy to get to service, which I haven't done yet. Okay, then here's the tape deck. It only has one belt on the back for the main. Everything is gear driven for fast forward and rewind. Let's see here, and then this one down here, that's just your tape kind of driven off the cap, driven off the spindle. So here I did have to undo this one deal here to release enough wire to give it enough space to pick it up. So here it just angled up, just, you know, after you take out the 4 screws that holds it in place, you just, you know, pull it down, pull it out. Now here it is, flipped up. Just want to show you, this is the this has an idler tire for the take-up spindle, and then these here flop back and forth to do your fast forward or rewind. So if this tire is worn, in my case it's not. Anyway, so that's, and then of course, well, I'll get that at the moment. Then here, you only need to take out one screw here, this one, this particular one, the one in the middle, if you will, it's a flat tip, and then this other one with a spring on it, okay? Just those two will let you get access to the belt. So you take that screw off, and this one, and then you can release the belt and get it out from underneath there, and so on and so forth. Alright, that's the belt I took out. That's the old belt. It measured approximately 138 or so, or nearly 5.5 inches. I put one in about 5.25 inches, or about 135 roughly, and that made it work better. Alright, so what happened? Okay. So then, after I got the belt in, of course I had to adjust this pitch speed, and found out that the motor, in this case, could not go fast enough to play it accurately. So it just doesn't have enough torque. And it won't go fast enough. It goes slower, but I can't get it to go faster. Alright? Here's a picture of the, well anyway. So, and then there's a picture, that's what I need. It's a February of 1981. That's the motor this needs, I need. That's all I know. So then here's just a picture of the, it's a 3.2 ohm, whatever size that is there. And then the tweeter is, again, it's just a 4 ohm. It's a real tweeter with a real magnet and all that. So that helps to have it better sound. And we're back to a General Electric. Okay, so without further ado, now that I've rattled off all this, let me use this. Here, try to use that. Alright, so here we go. 8 minutes. Wow. Okay. That's fully wired out. Okay, so while I still have it apart, let me show you, if you can hear it just with the onboard microphones, how it sounds. So here, I have it powered up. There's a radio. Alright, but now let me flip it off a radio. Okay, so here's the tape. Here's a tape with music on it. I'm going to try and play it for you. Okay, so this is play. That's full speed. Now, it will fast forward, and it will go the other way, but it won't play at the proper speed. So that's the issue I have now. See, is this the right screwdriver? Yeah, it is. See, can you see me? Yeah, you can. Put it in here. Well, I can't go any faster. I can go I can go slower till it stops. There. That's as slow as it goes. But it won't go any faster. So that's the issue we have here. I need a motor for it before it eats my tape, which it hadn't eaten my tape. At least, see, it didn't eat it. Okay. Do I have another? I do have another tape here. Let's see here. Let me just give you this other tape that I've recorded on many times over, just to show that it works. Let's see here. Oh.
Does that. Of course, it's running on batteries. Let's just flip it back to the beginning and
See, so here I sound slow on this as well.
stop. Okay, they're missing the.
So it just won't. Let's see here.
Let
me go back to the. Where did it go? Just had it. Since this one plays just a bit better, let's see if I can.
There, alright, so now we're looking at the VU meters. We're going to put this thing in.
So I can go really, really slow now.
Crank up the sound. So if I crank up the sound.
Well, that's as fast as it goes right there. As fast as it goes. So
it's like that, and the microphones, of course, are wired in by these.
So you don't need to hear me talk anymore. So it definitely needs a new motor, and I did research other boxes that I have, and so I have. Let's see here. I have this one here, which is a 565 JW, but it's a 12-volt deal. Okay, but anyway, I just it doesn't have any tweeters, but it does have a full complement of like that. Okay, and the other one I have that is similar to it, kinda. Again, it has this one. The tape deck works as well. This is a 575C for Canada. So, and you know, there it is. All right. I have that, and this one works, plays as well. It just needs servicing. It looks like that on top. Okay. So anyway, so I got that. I got this one here with, you know, let's see here. Got no tweeters to it, so it's that model there. Here you go. All right. That's all I know. So and I searched the web for the motor for this thing, and I'd have to go with a China motor or something like that, but I'm not willing to do all that and spend all that time on it. So I'm going to service all the controls on here and just make a note that this needs a motor, and that's all I know. So it's overall pretty simple. It's pretty simple to get to. This on this particular radio is just daunting to look at the circuit board on there, but it's just circuit board is just easy to flop over. That's all I know. Good day, bye-bye. Hope you enjoyed. I did this for Life Machine Power. Just keep that. And this is for sale in case anyone's interested and they have a motor they can buy it from me. And that's it. I'm not in love with this motor, this machine. That's all I know. Good day, bye-bye.